Good morning. Would you please take a centering moment as we invite God's presence into our midst? Will you pray with me? Empowering God of grace and mercy, we welcome your presence into this place. Family, faculty, administrators, staff, community, and friends have gathered together to celebrate the accomplishments of the 2018 graduating class. As we begin this ceremony, we pause to say thank you. We thank you for the breath that sustains us, for the food of the earth, our common home. We thank you for the mystery of creation, for the beauty all around us that our eyes can see and our hands can touch, for the joys that fill our hearts, for all that draws us beyond the boundaries of ourselves. We thank you for our families that have nurtured, encouraged, and supported us. We thank you for setting us into this community, for the companion of friends we have found here who love us by choice, for our companions in the noble work of education that share our burdens and daily tasks, for the faculty and staff that have welcomed us into their midst and so attended to our growth, for the people from different and diverse backgrounds that have invited us to expand our understanding of the world. We thank you for the quiet moments of reflection, when in stillness and silence our hearts have recognized that your grace is more real than the rocks and trees and rivers, and that is your free gift that is given to us all. Loving God, our prayer this morning, above all else, is that your presence be felt in the life of each and every graduate, that as one chapter in their life comes to a close and another opens, that they will rely on the lessons that they have learned during their years of education at Lebanon Valley College, both inside and outside the classroom, and that they would rely on your guidance for whatever comes their way in the years to come. May your Spirit be present in this place and in our lives today and every day. Amen. Please sit.
Good morning, everyone. What a happy, joyous, and beautiful day. Welcome to the 149th commencement exercises at Lebanon Valley College. And with the family members and friends who are in Arnold in support of our graduates. And I told them that we are going to send them a signal. We're wired in that direction. We're going to rock the house for a minute and let them know we care. And then when we finish, we're going to bring it down and see if we can hear them. We're not wired in this direction, so I don't know if it'll just be silence or we'll hear a distant rumbling. But let's try it. Let's show them we care by making a little noise in support of our family and friends in Arnold. Woo! All I'm hearing are these wonderful kids over here. But I know what's going on over there, so we have to use our imaginations. And maybe we'll get this wired next year. A very special welcome to all of the families and friends of our graduating class. So many of you have come a long way to see your student graduate. I've spoken to many families today and other days, and I've gotten some emails this morning from family members. And I know they feel, and you do, that there isn't anything more rewarding than seeing the success of those we love. Your journey, graduates and family, and your students' journey can be measured in more than miles. There is so much that goes into the effort it requires to complete a degree, every Lebanon Valley College degree. And I'm thinking of our bachelor's degrees, our master's degrees, and our doctoral candidates for the degree. No one does this alone. On this joyous occasion, I ask the members of the class of 2018, all of the degree candidates, to stand and please join me in expressing our gratitude to those family members and friends who made it possible for you to graduate today. Thank you. To the members of the class of 2018, you're graduating from one of the finest colleges in America. You have an education that very few people in your generation around the world will experience, an education of the whole person, in active collaboration with a committed and engaged faculty. All of you are equipped with mastery of a subject matter. I am quite sure you have also taken courses that are far from your major. Lebanon Valley College graduates are known for their relentless curiosity, their confidence in solving problems, and their ability to collaborate with others. Your accomplishments here at the college are many, and they have prepared you well for the next set of challenges you will face. In the process of completing your degree, you have made the college a better place and shaped its history. I ask you, as alumni, to continue doing what you have done for this college while you've been here. May I also ask you now to stand again and thank the faculty members, the coaches, the staff, those who've helped you along the way while you've been on this campus. Please join me in thanking all who have been part of your education experience. Thank you. Many of you have shared the good news of having landed jobs or admission to graduate or professional schools. I congratulate all of you who know specifically what's next. I certainly didn't. If you do not yet have a job for next year, or for some, even a plan, be confident. You have an education that will get you a first job, or a next job, or many after that. More importantly, you have the intellectual skills refined in the classrooms, in the residence halls, in the laboratories, individually and in collaboration with others, that will last your entire career and your entire life. The job market for college graduates is strong and has gotten stronger. So be confident, but keep moving forward. I asked a question 6 years ago in my inauguration: who are we on our best day? And by definition, each of us cannot be our best self every day. But I can guarantee you that each of you has a clear image of himself or herself when you are at your best. Each of us carries a clear image inside of our best self. I remind you today that what you aspire to be, but are not yet, is as much a part of who you are as any other part of your being. And it will move you faster and farther than your arms or your legs or any other means of transportation. And finally, I want to issue a call to action. Go out and accomplish great things. Make your community and your world better places through your actions, large and small. You're living in a time of discovery and possibility that we could not have imagined even 10 years ago. You're needed in this world, and you're prepared to make a difference. I speak for all of us at the college when I say how much we admire you. And we admire the energy and look forward to the potential that you are about to exercise in making an impact on your world. I speak for all of us also in saying how much we'll miss you and how much we wish you good luck. Go Valley, class of 2018. I would now like to introduce Elise Rogers, class of 1976 and chair of our Board of Trustees. Elise and I have a special presentation to make. We ask Mr. Wesley T. Dellinger, class of 1975 and chair emeritus of the Board of Trustees, to come to the stage. It was just 1 week ago that Mr. Dellinger stepped down from active service to the college and the Board of Trustees after 6 years as chair and 30 years of service on that board. Since 1988, Wes has served as a valued, thoughtful, and fully engaged leader of his college. His family connection to LVC extends back more than a century to his great-grandfather, Dr. James T. Spangler, class of 1890. His wife Amy, his daughter Courtney, and 13 other family members graduated from this college. In the interest of time, we cannot list the progress in the college that has taken place during the period of Wes's trustee service. Dellinger Residence Hall is just one example. However, Wes, we can recognize your love of this place, your deep belief in the power of an LVC education, and your unflagging service to Lebanon Valley College by presenting you today with one of the college's highest honors, our Founders Medal. Congratulations, Wes. You are truly deserving of this honor, commemorating the spirit of our founders.
Good morning. I'm Elise Rogers, class of 1976. It's an honor to be a fellow graduate and to serve as chair of the Board of Trustees of one of the finest colleges in the nation. Welcome, graduates, to a global network of more than 16,000 alumni who live and succeed worldwide. You represent the next generation of Valley graduates who will make a difference in your careers, in your communities, and in the world. As alumni, you are now part of a select group who have been inspired by Valley faculty to achieve more than you thought possible in the classroom and beyond. You have discovered strengths you may not have known existed and have been motivated to be lifelong learners and lovers of knowledge. You have benefited from those who have crossed this stage before you through the scholarships they created, through the internships, the clinicals, student teaching opportunities they provided, and through the advice they offered when guest lecturing in your classes or through career connections. Your fellow LVC alumni are here to help you succeed in the next chapters of your lives. I encourage you to give back to the institution that has given you so much. Tell the LVC story to the world. Use your insights and talents to help the next generation of LVC students create their own paths to the future. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, fellow alumni, faculty, and your families, we are so very proud of you. We eagerly anticipate the pride and the glory you will shine on dear old LVC. Congratulations to the class of 2018. And now, With an appreciation for the life-changing role innovative and inclusive teaching plays at the college, it is appropriate that we acknowledge its centrality and its significance by presenting prestigious teaching awards to two illustrious faculty members. I now ask Dean Michael Green, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty, to present the faculty awards.
Good morning. It is my honor to present teaching awards to a member of our full-time and our part-time faculty. We begin with the Thomas Reese Vickroy Distinguished Teaching Award, which is presented annually at commencement to a full-time member of the faculty who has demonstrated the highest standards of teaching and professional commitment to student learning at the college. The Vickroy awardee also has the honor of giving the commencement address at the next year's ceremonies. According to our nominator, our 2018 Vickroy awardee believes that students learn best when they actively engage with and critically reflect on course material. This professor adheres to the pedagogical principle that the teacher's role is to challenge, encourage, and sometimes prod the student to go beyond easy answers. Courses strongly emphasize a worldview through social, economic, cultural, and religious aspects of the topic at hand. Students are pushed to apply what they have learned to problem solve real-world situations. Our awardee also demonstrates an outstanding commitment to collaborative research with students and mentoring independent study and honor thesis projects. Most recently, he was instrumental in developing a new internship opportunity at Fort Indian Town Gap for his students. His development of our Global Studies program has helped to increase study abroad numbers, placed international study within the discipline structure of an academic program, and cultivated student learning opportunities in allied fields such as language studies and international business. Further, he initiated and taught a human rights course through the college's study abroad program in Maastricht, Netherlands, and has served as a program resident director. His students and colleagues highlight the passion he brings to all areas of his work, noting that he is very engaging, can easily relate content to real life, and facilitates discussion exceedingly well. They also note that while his course was the most difficult they had at LVC, he managed to teach the material so that it was fun, interesting, and relevant. Finally, our awardee emphasizes those skills and competencies that will prepare his students to be career-ready, graduate school-ready, and world-ready. For his scholarship, mentorship, and leadership, would you please help me recognize the 2018 Thomas Reese Vickroy Distinguished Teaching Award recipient, Chair of History, Politics, and Global Studies, and Professor of Politics and Global Studies, Dr. Christopher Dolan. Should we go to the other side? In 1988, Lebanon Valley College began to honor part-time and adjunct members of the faculty for excellence in teaching. Named after an outstanding instructor, the Nevlin J. Knisely Award for Inspirational Teaching is awarded annually at graduation. Our Knisely honoree has taught at the college for 15 years and has built a strong reputation as an invaluable and experienced teacher. Her course evaluations typically score in the highest ratings, and students often comment about her expertise,
the way she engages with students in the learning process, and how supportive she is with their work. Several students supported her nomination, including 2 Fulbright finalists. Our student describes our Knisely Award as an amazing professor with so much passion to help the class better themselves. Another student writes that they found the class to be an amazing outlet for creativity. Our awardee encourages her students to intellectually and creatively engage with the larger community. She has embraced LVC's focus on high-impact and immersive experiences through student-faculty creative projects that include public art, such as installations in Synodinus Commons, on the academic quad, and throughout the campus. Her own work, Seeds of Knowledge, was commissioned by the college and is displayed in the Allen W. Munn College Center. She has developed and implemented an advanced ceramics and sculpture studio that is highly innovative and provides students with outstanding learning and creative experiences. Her contributions as a teacher and artist have been invaluable to the Department of Arts and Visual Culture, to our new connective experience in Constellation LVC, and to the overall culture of visual arts at the Valley. For her innovative and excellent teaching, we are very pleased to present the 2018 Nevlin J. Knisely Award to Karen Rich Beal. I would now like to invite Nathan Hepler, class of 2013, to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker.
Each year, a professor at Lebanon Valley College is awarded the Thomas Reese Viceroy Distinguished Teaching Award. This award is presented to LVC professors who strive daily to deliver excellence in both teaching and scholarship. When Dr. Rebecca Urban contacted me and asked if I'd write a letter in support of Rob's nomination for this award, I was overjoyed, because I know how important teaching is to him. And yes, I know, if you love your work, the joy it brings you should be reward enough, but a little recognition never hurts. We are all products of our own hard work and the sacrifices of the innumerable mentors we've encountered in our lives. Nobody ever wanders life completely alone. But life isn't all hard work and sacrifice, and I'll be the first to admit that I've had a lot of luck in my own life. I don't think anyone gets very far without just a little bit of good fortune. I got lucky when Rob chose to become a faculty member at LVC because I know that I would not be standing here today, the person that I am, if it had not been for him. He truly embodies the best qualities of an educator and a mentor, and in my opinion, for whatever that's worth, the honor of providing today's commencement address could not have gone to a more deserving individual. And so now, it is my sincerest pleasure to introduce to you today your commencement speaker, Dr. Robert Carey.
So thanks, Nate, for that nice introduction. Nate obviously is a former student of mine, and that's special. And now he's a colleague. We talk science. He's also an expert on meatloaf and shoe-fly pie. He loves Star Trek. All of these are reasons that I love Nate. It's great to see all of you here today at the end of your long journey. Your time at LVC has been transformative for you. I know you're all prepared for what comes next, but there's going to come a time where you have to look someone in the eye, maybe someone really important to you, and say 3 little words that are so hard to say. What I'm talking about, of course, are the words, I don't know. Admitting you don't know something can be tremendously difficult. When I started preparing for this address, remembering all the excellent speeches that my colleagues have given in years past, I wondered what unique advice or perspective could I give to our new graduates. And then I thought, I'm pretty much an expert at not knowing stuff. Anyone who's ever seen me play basketball on Friday afternoons with faculty and students, you've seen a prime example of me not quite knowing what I'm doing. In fact, almost every day I encounter questions I don't know the answers to, situations I don't quite know how to handle. So I realized that not knowing is actually a pretty critical skill, and I came up with 3 ways that I think this is true. So the first way, I don't know is an expression of ignorance. You've received an amazing education here at LVC. In your major, in your general education classes, you can now count yourselves among the lucky few who are some of the most educated people in the world. But you don't know everything. You can't. British philosopher Karl Popper wrote, "Our knowledge can only be finite, while our ignorance must necessarily be infinite." In the simplest sense, I don't know is an expression of that ignorance. Students sometimes ask me questions I don't know the answer to. This happens especially in general biology lab. Despite wanting to answer the questions, being a little embarrassed that I don't necessarily know the answer, I can only give the honest reply, I don't know. Being honest about what we know, what we only think we know, what we actually don't know, is pretty basic, but it's extremely important. My grad school advisor had what he called an academic honesty policy on his exams. If you wrote the answer, I don't know, as the answer for a question, you got partial credit. But if you guessed and got it wrong, you got nothing. This was his way of emphasizing the importance of recognizing the limits of one's own knowledge. In this age of fake news, alternative facts, spin, having a grip on what we actually know is part of being a responsible citizen. Charles Darwin wrote, "To kill an error is as good a service as, and sometimes even better than, the establishing of a new truth or fact." In other words, not knowing is much better than believing something that is not true, or worse, is intentionally misleading. I'm confident that your time at Lebanon Valley has given you the skills to navigate our modern information culture, and that you will be successful in knowing what you, in fact, do not know. The second way I don't know is important. It's a signpost of progress. One of the things I learned while training in science is that the majority of scientific work is tedious and boring. The day-to-day work of data collection and analysis is, to put it mildly, not so much fun. But then there are days like the one I remember from grad school, where at a weekly lab meeting, a postdoc in our lab named Akira brought in some unusual data that he wanted the group's opinion on. No one in the room could really explain what he was showing us. All attempts at conjecture and speculation felt a little lame. This was a true unknown, something unexplainable within the framework of our current understanding. It stands out as an incredibly exciting, almost intoxicating experience. Akira and others went on to expand that work into an entire new subfield of research in our lab. So in that example, I don't know was a sign of success. In science, one can only develop new models of natural systems when encountering something unexplainable, something unknown. As the American astronomer Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." This is what motivates scientists. The unknown is the objective, not an impediment. I would argue this is true in many fields. In the business world, doing something unprecedented is frightening, but it means that you're innovating and might potentially have important successes. In creative endeavors, if you're expressing an idea in a way that has not been done before, you're taking a risk, but you're also opening up the possibility of greatness. I know that your LVC education has prepared you to recognize the unknown as not something to be feared, but as an opportunity, a signpost pointing the way forward. The third way I don't know is important, is it makes life worth living. As all of you transition into the next phase of your lives, I'm sure you have some idea about how your life is going to play out from here. You're all wrong. When I was sitting where you are now, I had my life planned out, thought I knew what was coming next. Now I'm standing here in a job I never expected to have. I study in a field I thought I didn't want to study. I'm in a town I've never heard of, in a state that I thought I didn't want to live in. But all that's fine. To me, one of the worst condemnations is to call something boring. When something's boring, it's usually because it's predictable. So the unknown is what makes things interesting. It's what makes life interesting. In your life, you're going to experience unexpected events, unanticipated setbacks, unanticipated successes, situations that you never planned for. That's the transformative part of life. As Lord of the Rings author J.R.R. Tolkien wrote, "Not all those who wander are lost." Your life will take many twists and turns as you move on from this place. Many of these cannot be anticipated, but I'm confident you are now in possession of the skills necessary to navigate them. What comes next? For any of us, really. I don't know. But I do know that whatever it is, you can handle it. Thank you. Congratulations. Good luck.
Rob, that was a wonderful talk, and I think we can all use the advice that you've given day by day. An honorary degree is the highest honor any institution of higher education can bestow. Lebanon Valley College confers this honor only on those individuals who have made exceptional contributions to society, or to the college specifically, and who have distinguished themselves in an endeavor consistent with the college's commitment to lifelong learning, inclusive excellence, and service to others.
President Thane, at this time, it is my great privilege and honor to introduce 4 distinguished guests whom we will recognize with honorary degrees today. Let me welcome our first honoree, Jan Leffler-Bergen, for conferment of the degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Jan Leffler-Bergen will be hooded by Dr. Kristen Bayshore, Associate Professor of Biology, Director of Pre-Health Professions.
Jan Leffler-Bergen, we honor you today for extraordinary service to humanity. Through your leadership in healthcare and your commitment to organizations that meet society's greatest needs. With a degree in social work from Lafayette College and graduate coursework in business administration and social work through the executive programs of Temple University, University of Pennsylvania, and Harvard University, you are an exemplar of a lifelong learner and role model for the members of the class of 2018. As President and Chief Executive Officer of Penn Medicine Lancaster General Health, you apply remarkable strategic thinking and deep knowledge of your field to enhance the lives of thousands of individuals and families across and beyond Pennsylvania. As a board member of community and philanthropic organizations, including the Milton Hershey School, Hershey Trust Company, American Cancer Society, United Way, and Lancaster County Community Foundation, you contribute valuable service that furthers important causes. Lebanon Valley College is proud to have partnered with you on education initiatives, including a brain safety fair and Master of Business Administration degree programming for employees of Lancaster General. We are grateful for the health system's generous support of our Jean and Edward H. Arnold Health Professions Pavilion, an advanced learning space where the next generation of health professionals will acquire their expertise and then go on to help others lead better lives. Lebanon Valley College commends you for your transformative, compassionate work. By virtue of the authority granted me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Trustees of Lebanon Valley College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Thank you, President Thane. It is my privilege to welcome our second honoree, Dr. David Brigham, for the conferment of the degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Dr. David Brigham will be hooded by Dr. Grant Taylor, Chair and Professor of Art and Art History.
David Brigham, Lebanon Valley College commends you for your commitment to the fine arts. As the inaugural director of the Lebanon Valley College's Suzanne H. Arnold Art Gallery, you developed a program that continues to enrich our campus and our community with culture, beauty, and meaning. Holding degrees in subjects ranging from English and accounting to museum studies and American civilization from notable institutions including the University of Connecticut and the University of Pennsylvania, you have shared your knowledge extensively through your publications, exhibitions, and lectures on American art from the 17th to the late 20th centuries. Now, as President and Chief Executive Officer of the nation's oldest art museum and School of Fine Arts, the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, you are building on the vision of the prestigious institution's founder, Charles Wilson Peale, who weaved art and history into civic life. We commend you for expanding access to the arts and art education through your work. You have dramatically increased the Academy's collection, contributions, scholarships, attendance, academic programs, and gender and ethnic diversity. Your commitment to inclusiveness, to the power and enduring relevance of the arts and creativity, and to education is an inspiration to the class of 2018 and to us all. By virtue of the authority granted me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Trustees of Lebanon Valley College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Thank you, President Thane. I am pleased to recognize our third honoree, Dr. Conrad Siegel. Oh, Obai, sorry, there you are, Obai. F. Obai Kabia for conferment of the degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Obai Kabia will be hooded by Dr. Chris Dolan, Chair of History, Politics, and Global Studies, Professor of Politics and Global Studies.
Obai Kabia, we honor you today for your unwavering commitment to the cause of global understanding and for your efforts to achieve peace, alleviate poverty, and bring adequate health care to those who need it. As an accomplished graduate of Lebanon Valley College with degrees in business administration and economics, you exemplify this institution's mission of preparing students to be world ready. You have remained an active seeker of knowledge, earning graduate degrees and certificates from the Pennsylvania State University and the John F. Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. Through your leadership roles in almost 25 years with the United Nations, including as a representative to the permanent mission of the Republic of Sierra Leone, your home country, and First Secretary, as well as Operations Officer of the Department of Peacekeeping Operations, you have bridged boundaries among people, cultures, and countries ranging from the United Nations headquarters in New York City to Afghanistan, Angola, Australia, Austria, Namibia, Pakistan, Switzerland, and Zambia. We applaud your commitment to advocacy and political change. When you became a candidate for the presidency of Sierra Leone, you reminded us that we can and should apply our knowledge and our compassion to make a positive difference in the world. Moreover, your dedication to Lebanon Valley College is clearly highlighted by your service to the college's Board of Trustees and the enrollment and graduation of 3 of your daughters. Thank you for your family's long-standing dedication to Lebanon Valley College, and thank you for inspiring us to be the best version of ourselves. By the virtue of the authority granted me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Trustees of Lebanon Valley College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Thank you, President Thane. I'm delighted to introduce our 4th honoree, Conrad Siegel, for conferment of the degree Doctor of Science. Conrad Siegel will be hooded by Dr. Patrick Brewer, Associate Professor of Mathematics and Director of Actuarial Science.
Conrad Siegel, we honor you today for your instrumental role in establishing one of the nation's best actuarial science programs here at Lebanon Valley College, and for founding one of the most respected actuarial and financial services firms in the country. Arriving in Harrisburg in 1959 as the city's only fully qualified actuary, you soon founded your own actuarial firm, building it on the principle of integrity and providing solid, objective advice with complete transparency. Establishing an impressive reputation, your firm grew to include many noteworthy clients, such as the City of Harrisburg and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And today it employs more than 100, many of them LVC graduates, including 5 partners. Earning degrees in commerce and actuarial science from the University of Toronto and the University of Wisconsin-Madison, you have remained connected to higher education as a lecturer in the Fellow of the Society of Actuaries, Lebanon Valley College trustee, and dedicated supporter of the Lebanon Valley Education Partnership. Long before becoming a member of the college's Board of Trustees, you helped educate Dr. Barney Bissinger, late chair of Lebanon Valley College's Mathematics Department, educating him in actuarial science, and you were instrumental in starting the college's actuarial science program, going so far as to proctor the first professional actuarial examinations of our students. You are now in the Central Penn Business Hall of Fame. You have stimulated businesses and economies, all while emphasizing the importance of personal relationships. Your service to Lebanon Valley College, the Foundation for Enhancing Communities, which named you a champion of philanthropy, and numerous other organizations, has enhanced the lives of so many individuals and families. By virtue of the authority granted me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Trustees of Lebanon Valley College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
I'm Dr. Anderson Marsh, Chair of the Faculty Steering Committee this past academic year. The college established the H. Anthony Neidig Award in 1994 for two reasons: to honor a distinguished emeritus professor who served the college for 37 years, and through that time embodied the teaching qualities central to the nature of this community, and to honor a member of the graduating class who represents the qualities that in our statement of purpose we say we wish to engender in our students. Our 2018 Neidig Award recipient did not follow the traditional path to college. He did not experience the bucolic upbringing that I'm sure many of us experienced. As a matter of fact, it is astonishing that our recipient could navigate the tumultuous experience of his childhood to become a member of our learning community. Our award winner spent the first 18 years of his life in resettlement camps in Nepal as a Bhutanese refugee, lost his father in a car accident when he was only 12, and it was not until his family received help from the International Organization for Migration that he was able to move to the United States with his mother and siblings. Despite not understanding our language, our culture, our practices, he thrust himself into his education. He made great strides in high school and entered LVC as a recipient of the Viceroy Scholarship and Multicultural Fellowship. While here, he distinguished himself academically by earning a position on the Dean's List every semester, receiving numerous academic awards and accolades, and being inducted into the LVC's chapter of Beta Beta Beta, the National Biological Honor Society, as well as LVC's chapter of Gamma Sigma Epsilon, the National Chemistry Honor Society. One of his academic advisors recently stated, "He continually strives to broaden his experiences through service and research. He has worked as a peer tutor in many subjects, a laboratory assistant for our general biology course, and a mentor and advisor to other international students. He has also completed many semesters and summers of independent research in Dr. Tim Peelin's Synthetic Organic Research Group. And he has recently presented his work at the annual Undergraduate Research Symposium at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. His struggles, in his own words, inspire me to work hard for my community, help others in need, and give them an awareness of what is going on around them. Even as a child in the devastating environment of a refugee camp, I always wanted to make a difference." He continues, "After coming to the US, I decided it would be beneficial to teach others about Nepalese culture, in addition to learning about American culture. I started Nepali clubs at my high school to bridge cultural gaps and to help new Nepali students with English. This drive to contribute to his local and global community has continued in college, where he participated in the Global Education Club, Social Justice Institute, and Brave Zone Network. He has also participated in the Primary Care Scholars Program at the Pennsylvania State University College of Medicine, and serves as a Nepali interpreter at neighboring churches and the Lancaster Health Clinic. He fully integrated himself into the LVC community, entertaining many with his sleight of hand skills and his remarkable ability to balance objects from his nose to ear." Another faculty mentor noted, "His performance in the classroom and laboratory is indeed laudable, but what impresses me most about him is the strength of his character, his ability to persevere despite arduous circumstances. I am in awe of his resilience and inspired by his desire to help others who have suffered similar hardships. Having firsthand experience to the human suffering that can arise from the lack of medical assistance, he is driven to become a doctor and give back to other Nepali refugees and the broader community. His desire to ease the suffering of others is the sincerest I have ever witnessed. Our awardee will soon reconnect with his family in Ohio while he prepares for medical school. Our honoree is graduating today with an almost perfect GPA and a double major in chemistry certified by the American Chemical Society and biology. Would you please help me congratulate our 2018 NIDIG Award honoree, Devendra Sanyazi.
At this time, I would like to ask the candidates for bachelor's degrees to please stand. That's you.
This is what we've been waiting for. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter of Lebanon Valley College and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining, in the token of which you will receive your diploma. As a symbol of receiving your degree, I ask you to move your tassels from the right side to your left side. Congratulations.
You may now be seated. Will the candidates for master's degrees please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter of Lebanon Valley College and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you the master's degree with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining, in the token of which you will receive your diploma. As a symbol of receiving your degree, I ask you to move your tassels from the right side to your left side, and congratulations.
Please be seated. Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter of Lebanon Valley College and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining, in the token of which you will receive your diploma. As a symbol of receiving your degree, I ask you to move your tassels from the right side to your left side, and congratulations.
You may now be seated. Today, as we join to celebrate the accomplishments of our distinguished graduates, we would like to remember two individuals who are no longer with us. In January of 2015, Lebanon Valley College student and classmate Jacob T. Lynn passed away as he was just beginning his LVC journey. During the summer of 2017, just one semester before graduating, LVC English major Gabrielle J. Pfeiffer passed away. Gabe's family was present on April 10th during the Delta Alpha Phi Honor Society induction ceremony to accept his Bachelor of Arts degree in memoriam. Now, we would like to honor these classmates with a moment of silence, remembering the joy and light Jacob and Gabe brought to our campus community. Thank you. Now, let us proceed with the awarding of degrees. We begin with the officers of the class of 2018 as candidates for bachelor's degrees. President, Jessica Lynn Ziner. Vice President, Teresa Louise Messenger. Diploma presented by Ms. Gina Messenger, Admission Process Manager. Treasurer, Tiana Rose Shutt. Secretary, Sarah Elizabeth Groh. Representative Marley Jane Palmer. Representative Christopher John Kurtz. Representative Samantha Nicolaro. Representative Templin Ray Shania. Representative Lou Shane. Candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree, Kimberly Ann Alfonso. Amani Antar. Elizabeth Ashworth. Tamara Money Baldwin. Katie Rose Barron. Colton B. Baxter. Cameron Boyd Beckman. Nicholas John Benulis. Dylan Jason Berberick. Carolyn Bethel. Carla Johanna Bingaman. William J. Boconfuso. David Brooks. Hannah Nicole Brew. Cheyenne Lachey Brown. Michael Andrew Butcher. Rebecca Starr Carpenter. Jacqueline M. Chicalise. Haley Ann Cobb. Jalen Alexi Colon. Diploma presented by Ms. Evelyn Colon, Advancement Assistant. Tyler William Conlon. Jeffrey Cooper. Marquise T. Davis. Cassidy Marie DiCosimo. Jeremy Cesar de la Cruz. Brianna Donahue. Brooke Ashley Donato. Luke Alpapara Doherty. Caitlin Nicole Dryden. Ridge Skylar Dudley. Anna Ivanko. Emily Joyce Felty. Serena June Folk. Rachel France. Austin Douglas Freeman. Sydney Jane Furman. Michael P. Gilger. Andrew James Godleski. Caitlin Elizabeth Good. Aristoteles T.N. Guzkas. Colin David Harris. Amr Hamdi Hassanin. Leslie Marie Hiller. Catherine L. Hockenberry. Mason Andrew Hoff. Eric Nathaniel Hoover. Frank Joseph Houlihan. Jordan Matthew Hikes. Jasmine K. Irons. Kelly Nicole Jacobs. Sarah Ann Johnson. Jonathan Eugene Jones. Jacob Mark Canavans. Taylor Ann Kaufman. Dakota Lee Kiefer. Elliot Destry Kleckner. Bria Lynn Kohler. Jeremiah David Kreider. Brian E. Kokolski. Courtney Keelan Legor. Ricardo Lopez. Andrew Lush. Skylar Ray Mamrick. Ryan Moraldo. Alexandra L. Marchi. Megan Moron. Shaquille Andrea Marshall.
Let's go, Quell! Yay!
Ryan McGinley. Taffany Mingus. Colin Joshua Outen Moore.
Let's go, Colin!
Chelsea Lynn Moyer. Najee Karim Parker.
Skip 85.
Good, right here.
Skip 85, yeah.
Skip 85.
Skip it.
Who's next? Cody Pesick. Benjamin Donald Petrie. Veronica Marie Petitjean.
Yeah, no, go to Timothy.
Timothy Joshua Mario Peroni. Matthew Prince. Cassandra Proctor. Kirsten Ann Reichert. Audrey Marie Riley. Neil M. Rose. Joanne Catherine Rubelman. Carly Ann Rutter. Stephen Alexandro Salcedo. Rachel Joy Seifert. Dustin S. Shepler. Ellen M. Smith. Hannah Elizabeth Sorensen. Jordan A. Spar. Jennifer Lynn Sumi.
Olivia Grace Uberti. Miles A. Weber. Rebecca Lynn Whalen. Julia Marie Weicker. Guy David Zimmerman. Candidates for the Bachelor of Music degree: Matthew Ehrman. Quinn Ryan Gingrich. Nicholas A. Kohanic. Austin Corey Peterman. Jordan Michelle Sears. Jordan Daishim Senkbeil. Tyler Sky. Brooke Kaylee Van Veen. Zachary Stephen Washko. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree: Ethan Buckley Abdallah. Krista Abert. Colin James Albright. Russell Jeffrey Armbruster. Caitlin Ray Armour. Cameron David Avery. Dryce Alexander Bahajak. Kristen Taylor Bannon. Abby May Barnhart. Caleb Barwin. Chelsea Ann Bear. Robert Glenn Beidler. Brianna Lee Bergman. Isabella Elisa Bialer. Corey Bisland. Michael Joseph Bobbin. Chad Baumgardner. Emily Branson. Laura Jolene Brent. Tessa Lynn Brion. Andrew Jeffrey Brown. Faith May Brown. Samantha Nicole Brown. Adam Browning. Sarah J. Run Bruno. Kale R. Brusso. Victoria Elise Bubach. Alexander Buckingham. Ricky Lee Bug, Jr. Danielle May Burns. David Francis Burns. Alexander Stephen Bushong. Zandro Pete Andanar Calderon. Savannah Lee Carnes. Amelia Catherine Catanzaro. Dylan Chabala. Brianna Chudley. James Robert Chiquino. Renee Marie Cooper. Abigail Lauren Corbin. Tyler James Cottle. Daniel Patrick Cronin. Hannah Davis. Andrew Ross Deerdorf. Marisa Lynn Demengon. Clarissa Ann Dempsey. Casey L. Dombrowski. Kara Ann Dozicki. Trevor Patrick Dugan. Dylan Wayne Dunn. Christian Vin Pham Duong. Joshua Scott Eaton. Kristen Rose Eberhart. Brianne Marie Eisenecker. Cheyenne Emmerich. Olivia Grace Fagan. Austin Farwell. Brittany T. Feda. Caitlin Gail Fiedler. Adam Augustus Filbert. Nicole Allison Files. Angela Flag. Madeline Ann Fox. Thomas Edward Gallagher. Ty Gardner. Thomas Randall Garner. Gabrielle Giratano. Nathaniel Paul Gibbons. Brett Edward Gilbert. Emily L. Gilbert. Caitlin Elizabeth Gingrich. Jorian Ray Janetto. Julia Elizabeth Gober. Joelle Renee Godfrey. Amanda Lee Gorman. Rachel Nicole Gorman. Ian B. Graft. Kevin Robert Griffith. Evan Habaker. Kelsey Lynn Haberstroh. Taylor Kathleen Hamilton. Caleb Andrew Hom. Jonathan Michael Harned. Emma Irene Harris.
Kelsey Marie Harrison. Paxton Paul William Hayes. Diploma presented by Ms. Ann Hayes, Senior Director of Human Resources and Title IX Coordinator. Jordan V. Hevel. Ryan Jeffrey Heim. Mindy Nicole Hill. Miranda L. Hollinger. Patrick W. Holmgren. Tanner Lou Homa. Alex J. Hong. Noah James Houts. Amber M. Howard. Luke James Howard. Abigail Lynn Hudson. Jacob A. Ilgenfritz. Emily Catherine Icor. Kayla Nicole Jones. Rachel Elizabeth Jones. Rachel Lynn Keeler. Douglas Patrick Keeney. Alicia Lauren Kelly. Caitlin Louise Kennedy. Brittany Bray Kettinger. Marshall James Kiesling. Erin Elizabeth Kingham. Abigail Mary Kinnaman. Emily Gardner Kissinger. Taylor Kelly Clisholti. Alyssa Maureen Klein. Jessica Klein. Alexander Kowinski. Sarah Koros. Robert James Cupshaw III. Roger J. Laguna, diploma presented by Dr. Luis Laguna, Professor of Psychology. Kira Ann Lancaster. Lindsay E. Lane. Joelis Leon Alicea. Michael C. Leone. Kayla Ray Letourneau. Samuel R. Light. Ian Edward Lloyd. Nicole Lee Lloyd. McKenna Catherine Leupold. Evan C. Lysick. Tyler Vincent Malachowski. Christina Marie Molesky. Samantha J. Mann. Holly Catherine Marenkoff. Eric R. Marrero. Sierra Marie Marshall. Paige Martin. Austin Mitchell Martinez. Andrew James Martz. Thomas Paul Mataney. Robin McAnally. Chloe E. McCarty. Haley Ann McGlory. Zachary David McCone. Brandon Scott McMinn. Ian B. McNamara. Sierra Michelle McSeed. Andrew Michael McGlathery. Carissa Elaine Mahaffey. Diploma presented by Ms. Carolyn Rappel, housekeeper. Corinne Joy Mendenhall. Christina Elizabeth Mentzer. Matthew Mifsud. Alyssa Ann Misovich. Holly Marie Mittman. Ashley Marie Mogul. Spencer A. Moser. Ryan David Natal. Caitlin M. Nicewinder. Nicholas Newton. Emily Shannon Neiman. Frank Joseph Neitz. Michael Oganyemi. Brenna O'Neill. Anderson Call Orr. Vincent A. Osborne. Katia Andrea Palacios. Mackenzie Pavlik. Caitlin Abiona Pelletier. Rebecca M. Poff. Nicholas George Polak. Olivia Joe Poltanovich. Ryan Lee Pop. Dakota M. Portsline. Odette Zaira Ramos Gonzalez. Shelby Lynn Reed. Tyler Lee Rhodes. Joshua A. Reinheimer. Kayla A. Roca. Megan Ross. Emily Lauren Rooch. Julia L. Rutherford. Amelia Elizabeth Santalari. Maria Dominique Scacchetti. Marla Scacchetti. Anthony Robert Sherman.
Rebecca K. Schneider. Ashley L. Schultz. Timothy Beatty Schumacher. Nicholas Patrick Scullen. Ryan A. Seagrave. Savannah Aline Seipel. Stephen Matthew Schaefer. Christine Sheffield. Stephen James Shelley. Dawa Sherpa. Carly Jane Showalter. Nicholas Skurlick. Matthew Francis Smarkanek. Chad E. Snyder. Jonathan W. Snyder. Christy Nicole Sonberg. Samantha Lynn Spurlock. Abigail Stevens. Tyler Scott Sterner. Sarah Ann Stewart. Morgan Elizabeth Strickler. Dakota Paul Stroll. Ikuno Sugiyama. Kevin Patrick Sullivan. Kyrie M. Sutton Ames. Marie Elizabeth Sollard. Claudia Thomas. Kathy Dow Tran. Austin Veit. Colin James Wagner. Haley N. Wagner. Emily Lore Wallach. John McLeod Wallace. Nathan Russell Wallace. Kayla Ann Wanick. Michaela Marie Ware. Monica Wasick. Samantha Watson. Blake Mitchell Weaver. Ezekiel Woodrow Eberly Wirtz. Kayla Marie Weitzel. Megan Williams. Chase John Wilson. Alon Najir Wilson Brennan. Evan Joseph Whitmer. Brianna Morgan Wynn. Joanna Kathleen Yater. Patrick T. Eunice. Alyssa Michelle Zelko. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry degree: Elijah James Hudson. Alexandria Michelle Lehman. Devendra Sannyasi. Alyssa Nicole Smale. Andres Vasquez Lopez.
Candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree: Nicole Lauren Berkheimer. Pamela Marie Brogan. William Henry Butler. David Philip Corvino. Kelsey Bear Gross. Christopher D. Hoffman. Wen T. Wynn. Alicia M. LaFrance. Brian Anthony Linton. Jason Richard Long. BJ Mararzan. Daniel L. Patches. Jennifer L. Rhodes. Diane E. Rogers. Jamie Elizabeth Rowe. Chantella Singleton. Jacob Charles Thomas. Kevin Daniel Tilley. Tina Velgenti, diploma presented by Dr. Robert Velgenti, Chair and Professor of Philosophy. Candidate for the Master of Music Education degree, Jessica M. Caserta Zempelli. Candidates for the Master of Science degree, Ashley Marie Evans Bailey. Corey James Smoltz. Bernadette Thur Rhodes. Candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree, Dr. Stephen Chappelle. Dr. Rachel Jean Cummings. Dr. Darian Richard Fike. Dr. Aaron C. Cambini. Dr. Alexandra Renee Garrett. Dr. Tyler Andrew Good. Dr. Colin Greer. Dr. Clayton Matthew Hebner. Dr. Emily Catherine Hockley. Dr. Corey Frederick Johnson. Dr. Elena M. Collini. Dr. Allison Morgan Laufert. Dr. William Dakota Lead. Dr. Andrew James Livingston. Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Matsky. Dr. Megan Christine McCurdy. Dr. Abby Lynn McMillan. Dr. Emily Lauren Motes. Dr. Kayla Elizabeth Muff. Dr. Alexa Marie Muffley. Dr. Kelsey Grace Patrick. Dr. Connor Scott Pierce. Dr. Hannah Elizabeth Virginia Pierce. Dr. Cameron M. Preston. Dr. Caitlin Noel Rappolt. Dr. Derek C. Reed. Dr. Juliana R. Schutte. Dr. Matthew G. Snyder. Dr. David Wayne Tull. Dr. Carly Turner. Dr. Amy Elizabeth Wagner. Dr. Emily N. White. Dr. Alyssa K. Wykrikis. President Thane, it is my pleasure to present the Lebanon Valley Class of 2018. I would now like to invite Teresa Messenger, 2018 Student Government President, to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Green, and good afternoon, I think, everyone. It's a great honor to stand before you, distinguished guests, graduates, faculty, family, and friends at the 149th Commencement exercises at Lebanon Valley College. Like many of you, I've experienced this 4-year journey at Lebanon Valley with an extraordinary group of people by my side. My student government family, the incredible troop of peer mentors, the always excited Ballet ambassadors, the beautiful LVC dance team, unique study abroad ambassadors, and of course, the incredible digital communications and English departments. Since the day I stepped on campus as a first-year student, the faculty, mentors, and advisors never once doubted my abilities and always pushed me to take any opportunities that were presented. Each of them encouraged me to be a better version of myself, but never to change who I am. I want to take a moment to remind us of August 21st, 2014, when we arrived on campus as enthusiastic first-year students who didn't know where to find the C-store, and we must have feared losing our lanyards because they were permanently glued around our necks. On that day, we came together as a class for the first time, introducing ourselves, making new friends, and let's face it, fearing completely of what the next couple of days, weeks, months, and years had to offer. Today, we find ourselves in a similar situation, together, in the same place, still completely unsure of what tomorrow, next week, next month, or what next year will hold. We are the same individuals who gathered for opening convocation a short 1,361 days ago, who will leave here today as graduates and alumni of Lebanon Valley College. But today, we will leave with a greater amount of knowledge, stronger relationships, tremendous personal growth, and a whole lot of memories than what we came with. Lebanon Valley has offered us endless opportunities. Through student programming and committees, we've seen Aaron Carter sing I Want Candy, and We the Kings shine on stage just a few weeks ago. In athletics, this class has been a part of so many milestones, including now 3 MAC Commonwealth Team Championships and NCAA appearances for the women's softball and tennis teams and men's basketball team. Study abroad has enabled so many of us to see the world, and this year, 3 of our fellow seniors were awarded the prestigious Fulbright Scholarship. The first class of All Mine Scholars are sitting among us. The dance team brought Dancing with the LVC Stars to life, and this class has been a part of so much more. Through it all, we were challenged to grow. Each experience, opportunity, and obstacle has added to our character. LVC has challenged us to be the best possible versions of ourselves that we can be. On Monday morning, many of us will start new jobs, prepare for graduate school, take on the first day of clinical work, or maybe you're one of the lucky ones who gets to sleep in. I, for one, am being congratulated on my graduation from the local government with a summons to serve on jury duty. If that isn't a wake-up call to adulthood, I really do not want to know what is. Whatever it is that you're doing, though, do it with every ounce of effort and passion that you have in you. Although our time here is coming to an end, the journey doesn't stop. As you leave here today, I challenge you to continue to be the best version of yourself while doing what you love and never doubting who you are. Ellen DeGeneres once said, "Follow your passion, stay true to yourself. Never follow someone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, then you should definitely follow that one." Cheers to you, class of 2018.
Well, congratulations once again to all of the graduates. I am so impressed with this class, and I'm going to miss all of you. Thank you so much for your time at LVC. Would we all please rise and join in the singing of the Alma Mater, led by members of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia and Sigma Alpha Iota. And please remain standing after the Alma Mater for the benediction. The words of our Alma Mater are on the last page in your program.
Fraught with glad
We ask that you please remain in your seats during the recessional. The president, trustees, and faculty will form an honor line through which our new graduates will march. The graduates will be led outside next to the Arnold Stadium area, where you are welcome to meet with them afterwards. Feel free to use both exits to meet the graduates. Please note that all traffic leaving the Arnold Sports Center will be directed north on Route 934. If you should need detour maps showing alternate routes to proceed south, please stop at the information desk before you leave the facility. Offering today's benediction is Jen Letka, Service and Volunteerism Coordinator.
And now, as you go from here, be confident in your true, unique self. You possess tremendous gifts that you alone can use to impact our world. Approach each life that you encounter with real dignity and kindness and respect. It is the simple yet often forgotten keys like these that open the doors to productive and strong communities, workplaces, families. Be willing to see beyond yourself and desire wisdom and understanding about the realities of this time. Living as both a leader and a servant, be the one who stands for nothing less than justice for all. Love unconditionally. Give generously. Work diligently. Learn always. In doing so, may you leave this world a better place than the one you found. Amen.
Thank you.